Hey guys, it's Melanie and welcome to my best of / favorites for 2016 skincare video. This is the video that I think I've been most excited about because 2016 was definitely a year where I really tried a ton of skincare products. Most of you have noticed that a lot more of my videos are geared towards that because I really do firmly believe that any makeup that you put on your face can look good if you have an amazing canvas or base to work with. So your skin needs to be in good shape because otherwise you're just putting all this stuff on to cover up problems or issues or things that you don't like. If you just start taking care of those different issues with really good skincare, then you don't have to spend as much on makeup, I think. You don't have to use as many concealer products and you don't have to use as heavy of a foundation. And you just don't have to pile things on the way that you might be used to. So skincare takes a lot of effort. It can certainly get really expensive. And so something to keep in mind is that I have found personally that better skincare costs a little bit more. That isn't always the case. It's absolutely not always the case, but there have been a lot of different brands that I've tried this year that do happen to be a little bit more expensive that I do notice work better than a lot of the drugstore things that I've used in the past. And as you guys know, I don't use a lot of drugstore products just in general anymore because it's harder for me to find things from cruelty-free companies. So, I have obviously relied really heavily in the past on Paula's Choice. It is a line that has worked really well for me and you'll definitely see quite a few things here from Paula's Choice, but there have been some other brands that have really stood out to me this year. It was really hard for me to narrow this down to not include like 50 products because there was honestly so much that I could have talked about. So just because I'm not showing you something here doesn't mean that I don't still love or still use that product. These are just the products that really knocked my socks off this year and were amazing. None of this stuff will come as a surprise to you. So you've heard about it multiple times in multiple videos, but this is sort of me just kind of rounding it up and letting you know that these were the things that really just were amazing this past year and have worked extremely well for me. Products that I will repurchase time and time again. Even with trying new things all the time, I will always go back and repurchase the things that are staple products to me. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first thing I'm going to mention is the Kate Somerville Exfoliate Cleanser. I just recently finished up my first bottle of it. It is something that I will definitely continue to repurchase and use. It was a cleanser that really surprised me because I didn't think that I would necessarily fall in love with it. For me, a good basic cleanser like the Paula's Choice Skin Balancing has always been amazing, and that's definitely another favorite, but just to share like some new stuff other than Paula's Choice. The Exfoliate Cleanser did a really good job of taking all the makeup off my skin. I would use it every night with my Clarisonic. It didn't overly dry out my skin. It helped to get rid of any flakiness. They use several different types of enzymes and exfoliating chemical exfoliators in that cleanser that really help to keep my skin bright and clean. Just a really great product that I will absolutely purchase going forward. Another product that I was really surprised that I loved or love still as much as I do is the Kate Somerville Exfoliate. This is a really expensive product, you guys. This is not going to be for everybody, and I even hesitated to really put it in here, but it is something that really is a great exfoliator if you do not have sensitive or delicate skin. This can be pretty harsh. So my skin's really tough. It can handle a product like this very easily, but also it's something that I would only use once or twice a week max. And usually I've just been using it once a week. It is a in-shower treatment that I will leave on for 2 minutes. It works to exfoliate dead skin cells. It helps remove surface discoloration. Just makes my skin look bright and beautiful and just clear. So spendy, but it lasts a really long time because you're only using it once a week, and It's been really effective for me, and I really enjoyed it, so I did have to put it in here. This is something you've heard me talk about for years now. This is the Resist BHA 9 from Paula's Choice. This is the one product that cleared up all of the blackheads on my face, and I will always talk about this, and I will always have it on hand because it is the one product that actually got rid of my blackheads. And that's amazing to me because that is something that I struggled with for years. Like, nothing would actually get rid of them. This obliterated them, keeps my pores clean, is really expensive for a really small amount of product, but a little bit goes a long way. So keep that in mind. But I will always have this. I will never stop talking about it because I just think it's such an incredible product for such a really frustrating problem. I mean, really, blackheads only go away if you extract them. But then if you extract them, you also need to maintain your pores and just work really hard to keep them clear, because enlarged pores just want to collect that dirt, oil, makeup, and form another blackhead if you're not careful. So I use this now as a maintenance, and it's fantastic, and I love it. It's holy grail. Chemical exfoliators. I love them. Two that I use religiously and purchase time and time again are the Paula's Choice Resist Weekly Resurfacing Treatment 10% AHA. Alpha hydroxy acids, as you guys know, work on surface discoloration. This doesn't really help with blackheads or anything like that. It's more of a surface treatment. But the BHA, and this is a 2% solution from Paula's Choice, that works to go deep into the pore and help with things like blackheads, breakouts. The molecular structure of BHA just allows it to go deeper into your skin, whereas this it works better on the surface of the skin, if that makes sense. But chemical exfoliants are amazing. I do still obviously use physical or manual exfoliants, but I don't feel like I need to use them as much now. I don't rely on them as heavily as I used to. And I think part of that is that the chemical exfoliants are really doing a very good job of maintaining my skin. These are just must-haves for me, and I will never be without them. I've never found anything better, so this is what I choose to go back to time and time again. In fact, I think I have one more use tonight in this BHA, and then I have to get a backup of this sucker because I don't like being without that. Another BHA and AHA combination product that I was really surprised by this year was the Drunk Elephant TLC for and Boost Glycolic Night Serum. I've only been using this for about a month now, maybe a little bit more. This is actually a 12% AHA and BHA blend. This is a beautiful product. It's a really expensive product. I did a worth the splurge on this. It is absolutely worth the splurge for me. Can you get similar results from these two items? Yeah, you totally can. But this is nice because it combines both AHA and BHA, and it's just a really nice formulation. It does really refine your pores. It smooths the texture of your skin, gets rid of any like rough patches or just texture that you might have going on. It's a great product. It's very gentle. I feel like almost anybody can use this and not really get much irritation. I would recommend using it with a marula oil, which Drunk Elephant does make a virgin marula oil. There's cheaper marula oils out there, so, you know, check into those. Speaking of marula oil, this definitely was my go-to oil this year. I love facial oils. I have a lot of them in my medicine chest, and I use them almost every single night. I think that they are the thing that has definitely made my skin a lot less oily, which I know sounds counterintuitive. If you've been used your entire life to basically over drying your skin to try to get rid of oil, basically what you're doing is you're just ramping up the oil production because your skin is like, ooh, it's dry, produce more oil. It does the opposite of what you think it's gonna do. Now, when you actually put an oil on your face, it hydrates your skin to such a nice, like, even level that your skin doesn't overproduce. And that is something that I've absolutely found to be true. I still have oily skin. I mean, there's no doubt about that, but It is significantly less oily than it has ever been at any other point in my life, and I really attribute that to facial oils. The one that I love this year is definitely marula oil. I have the one from Drunk Elephant. I love that one just as much as this one, but I wanted to just grab one bottle. So the marula oil by John Paul Selects is a product I've been using a lot over the last few months, and I love it. It really does help to hydrate my skin. It helps to brighten my skin. It just makes my skin look plumped and hydrated. A lot of people use marula oil as a moisturizer in the morning. It's a little bit too much for that, but this does sink into my skin really well. So if I ever became dry, this is totally what I would go to as a morning moisturizer. Love it. Another product that you're not going to be surprised to see is the Paula's Choice 10% Niacinamide Booster. This shrank my pores. Like, I love the way my pores look now. I still have them, they're still there, but they are smaller than they have ever been in years. Now, niacinamide can cause reactions on certain skin types, so keep that in mind. It happens to work really well for me. It shrank my pores starting almost the first few weeks that I was using it. The longer I use it, the smaller they get, the better my skin looks. I use this almost every single morning of my life. I use it in the morning, it works best then. I wear it underneath my makeup. I basically have that benefit all day of my pores just getting small. It's amazing. It is amazing, you guys. I've talked this to death. I'm not gonna go into it anymore. I love it. Another product that I fell in love with from Paula's Choice this year, and this was released later in the year, and it's their brightening essence. And this is something that I also usually will put on in the morning. This, I just add like a couple of drops in with this, and I apply it all over my face and neck, and it helps to brighten my skin. It makes my skin look glowy, healthy. It does have, I believe, some hyaluronic acid in it, so it moisturizes my skin, it hydrates it, it plumps it up. It just really is a great product for me to use in the morning, and I notice a difference when I don't use it. So it's something that really sort of wowed me this year, and I thought was a great formulation from Paula's Choice. They've really knocked it out of the ballpark with new releases this year. And the last thing I'm going to mention from Paula's Choice is their Radiance Renewal Mask. I think this is a beautiful nighttime sleeping mask. So this is something that you would put on at the very end of your skincare routine. It basically is going to be kind of a thick lotion type consistency. So you put this over at your skincare at the very end, you rub it in, and then you sleep with that, and it basically locks everything in, helps to add additional hydration to your skin, doesn't clog my pores, doesn't cause me to get blackheads, doesn't cause any milia under my eyes. It's just amazing. I mean, it's kind of like this magical product that you just put on at the end to seal everything in, and it just has such a beautiful texture to it. Your skin just feels silky and incredibly soft afterwards. So this was definitely another amazing product that Paula's Choice put out this past year. Now, there are lots of other sleeping masks, so just, kind of look into sleeping masks in general, because I think they're kind of a fun new trend, instead of having, just masks that you have to rinse off or peel off your face. And the last thing I want to mention, and this, people seem to either love this or they don't like it because they don't like the type of vitamin C that's in here. But I really enjoy using the Oz Naturals Vitamin C Serum. I'm actually a little more than halfway done with my bottle at this point, and it is something that I would absolutely repurchase in the future because I like the way it makes my skin look. It makes my skin look really bright, fresh. It's fairly affordable. I want to say this is somewhere around $20, so it's a really nice affordable vitamin C serum. This also does have hyaluronic acid, rose hips, vitamin E, and green tea in it, so it has a couple of extra good for you skincare ingredients. But it's wonderful. It's something that can easily be put on your face in the morning, and you put your makeup on over it. It's a really nice, lightweight serum that, it's not heavy at all, and you just pat it into your skin. There's no funky scent to it or anything. It just feels good on your skin. So I really, really like this a lot and have enjoyed using it, and will continue to use it in the future as well. So Anyway, those are all of my like favorite products from this past year. I will of course link everything down below. I really encourage you to look at other people's reviews of these products because you may not have the same skin type as me. Some of these things may not work as well for your particular skin type. So do your research before you invest in any of this stuff. Do your research and make sure that it's appropriate for you and your skincare needs. Everybody's skin is different. It reacts differently to different products. So just make sure that you look at your ingredients, try to purchase products with the best ingredients that are available, that you can afford. Yes, I think there are things that you can purchase at the drugstore. I don't use a lot of those items anymore, so I can't really give you a ton of recommendations, but there are brands that I think are worth checking out. So both Andalou Naturals and Acure are two lines that are a little bit less expensive that I've had really good luck with as well. So definitely go check them out. They also tend to be a little bit more natural, obviously cruelty-free lines. So look into those because I think there are some great products there in both of those lines as well. So hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today, and tomorrow is Friday Favorites and Flops. So I will see you then. Take care. Bye.